everybody, welcome back to part 3. Now these are not particularly films or TV shows related. These are mainly like documentaries and music related VHSs, and without further ado I will begin. So first up let's have a look. So first up we have got All Change for Alston, the South Thameslink Railway. I did go, this is a little documentary, or VHS documentary to do the actual place itself where I went years ago, and I think my dad wanted this actually, so he bought this and the video which is somewhere around the house or in the attic somewhere. Got as well all those years ago, quite young as well, so you can imagine where he might be. So yeah, I remember watching this before. It's quite interesting, it is, and it came out in 2001. Runs for about, funny enough, I never noticed this, and it says here it runs for about 35 minutes. So is this an edited version or not, or misprint or something? It says it originally runs for about 60 minutes, but it says here about 50. Does it say 60 or 50? I think it says 60 on there, but it says it runs for about 35 minutes. Interesting enough. I don't know, but overall it's an interesting little documentary of the actual railway itself, the South Thameslink Railway. It's alright, not bad. Another documentary series. This is the British Steam. This is something to do with British Railways. It's called Alston Transit Steam. It's released by Laserlight Video. I've probably got something else. I think I've got another one as well, actually, somewhere. This came out in 1999. It's released through Laserlight and also Delta Music as well. I think this is one of my dad's actually. I think he picked up years ago. And on here on the back we've got more advertisement for documentaries here, there and everywhere, which is alright. I remember seeing this, therefore it's quite good actually. And it's got two features on here that focus on the Alston Giants of Steam. We've got the Giants of Steam, and then we've got the Coronation Scott we do, and there's another one called The Golden Times of British Railway. I think there's another one I remember watching. Was it some? It did sound like A to Z of Railway or something. I don't know. I remember watching that, but I think it might be a different VHS I've got as well of this. But I've actually found this, and there's other VHS as well that my dad has got as well, like old-fashioned trucks, cars, and stuff. So it's alright. It's quite alright. It's not bad. So anyway, let's go on to the music. So these particular pieces, two of these my parents picked up from me, and the rest my parents had for years. So let's have a look. So we'll start with this one. So this is Complete Madness, released in the forefront video. It's actually released on Virgin Video for interesting reasons. This came out in 85? 85 this came out. It's a compilation video. Obviously it's a bit defunct now, but at the time I think it was perfect, because you've got 13 songs on here from Complete Madness, which obviously the compilation came from. Advertisement for the first 3 studio albums and the greatest hits. So let's have a look at what's got on. So we've got Embarrassment, Shut Up, My Girl, Baggy Trousers, He Must Be Love, The Prince, Bed and Breakfast Man, House of Fun, One Step Beyond, Cardiac Arrest, Grey Day, The Return of the Lost Palmer 7, and Night Boat to Cairo. So those are the music videos that appear on here. Yes. It's released on Polygram Video, of course. Interesting enough. And so, yeah, I remember never seen this actually, but my parents had it for years, so it is. Nice bit of cover. It's also the American the forefront video style. They were doing the gold sort of in borderline style that they were doing at the time, I think, because I remember seeing a few films that adorn this type of style, this cover style that they did, and it was okay. I think it's a nice little addition, obviously. Now the next four videos are Queen related, the band Queen, of course, and we'll start off with this one. This is a live concert. It's released by Music Club, and it's from 1989, it's We Rock You. This is the famous concert from 81, Montreal. The famous Montreal concert in 1981, which has now been released as Rock Montreal in 2007. This version's not complete by any means, because it's missing a few tracks, of course. Jealous Rock's on this one, and yeah, I think Jealous Rock is the only one song on here. Flash and the Hero don't appear in this as well, though they didn't film it whatsoever. I'm not too sure why, but it's a nice little collector's thing, and it's been released countless times. This has. It was originally released in '84, if I remember rightly, with just this on the cover, and that was it. And again in '86, done with the video collection logo stamped on the cover for whatever reason. And there was another one that actually came out in the late 90s, I think in 98, and it was released in a box set that VCI released. And obviously, and yeah, they released in a box set as well, along with Budapest and Rio, which I remember. Well, which I do remember, and so yeah. So this particular version is the '89 release. Not sure why it's released by Music Club, of course, which is a little subsidiary to do with Video Collection International. And obviously, you've got the original Video Collection logo on there, which is quite nice, and it's very authentic as well. It is. It's actually my parents had it for years. It's seen some bad days. It has. See what it closes. It's seen some bad days. It's a bit chipped there. Well, it's just chipped. Here it is. You know, it's been there for years. So that's fine. Next up, we've got is one of the two VHS that my parents got me. They got this from a market store, I think, in Kendal. I think. Quite surprised I didn't expect them to get this for me. It's Magic Gears. This is volume 1, actually. Now, with Magic Gears, there is 2 more volumes as well. It's like, I think it's like the Beatles anthology. It is a little bit, but this is before the Beatles anthology. This came out in '87, and it's released by Picture Music International, which is interesting. Quite obviously, quite nice artwork as well. Quite different, and it focuses on the band, and it's called Volume 1: The Foundations, and it focuses on them from 71 to 75. Probably around 71 to 75. Focuses on them. It's directed by the Torpedo Twins, or Rudy Dalzell and Hans Rochester, if I'm pronouncing that name right. Directed many of the Queen videos. The casing on this is absolute. Here we go. Quite original. That's quite interesting. Quite original sleeve there. Quite the old. Quite an old 80s VHS here. God, look at the spools on that thing. Top grey on there, and something called Alpha Tech ingrained on the cover. Interesting. Obviously, little spools there as well. But I've seen Magic Gears. Magic Gears is actually quite good. It is very good. They need to release some DVD at some point. I wish they would. You know, it's quite interesting what you can do with that. Then we got Grace Fix 2, original '91 release. This is very good. This is Grace Hits 2, great compilation, and it's quite surprised that my parents actually got this for me. Quite good. Nice, nice bit of layout. It's a bit different actually, but it's a nice layout, of course. It's released by Picture Music International again. Obviously, with a nice bit of gold sheen on it. The pictures on the back are from these of the Days of Our Lives video shoot, obviously, which is quite interesting. And you got the songs on here as well. So you got Kind of Magic, Under Pressure, Radio Gaga, I Want It All, I Want to Break Free, Innuendo, It's a Hard Life, Breakthrough, He Wants to Live Forever, Headlong, The Miracle, I'm Going Slightly Mad, The Invisible Man, Hammer to Fall, Friends Will Be Friends, Show Must Go On, and One Vision. One thing about this version here is, obviously, there's a few things. I forgot there's a few things in here somewhere. So that's sort of the standard Picture Music International tape that was released. Quite nice. And what else is on here? There's a few things in here. So first up we've got is a International Fan Club thing. This came out. Euro Disney win a VI trip for 4 during the Euro Disney near Paris in April 1992. The winner will be flown to Paris and be transported by limousine to a luxury hotel in Euro Disney. That, I'm surprised they kept that in the VHS actually, that's quite old that is. Euro Disney. Euro Disney. Does that exist anymore? I don't know. Keep hearing weird stuff. And then we've got this, a nice little booklet they've kept. All to do with the making of the VHS and a few interesting stuff there, here and everywhere. I'll just show you the booklet if you haven't seen it. It's quite fascinating actually, just talk a bit of information how they filmed this. And on here you got a nice little catalogue of stuff on here as well, which is interesting. Because you've got Grace Flicks, the first Grace Flicks, bit different version from this one, because I don't know why. You've got the Works EP, hence 4 songs, Live in Rio, you've got Kind of Magic, Live in Budapest, you've got Magic is volume 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 1 to 3, which I've got volume 1. You've got Rare Live, which is not the best VHS of all, as everyone says. You've got the Miracle EP, and then you've got Live at Wembley, which is the single, if I remember correctly, it's the single release, which is the highlights tape that people tend to like for now and again. So anyway, that's Grace Flicks 2, and that came out in 1991. If I can close this casing, I'm not trying to break the VHS. I'll edit this out. And the final Queen VHS I'll show you is the Grace Flicks 3. Probably not the best compilation whatsoever. I mean, this is called Grace Flicks 3, well, it's got Queen Plus on it, so it's quite different. So let's go down what we got. So there's about 15 songs in this one, so probably not the best, but couldn't stay with the 15. However, what we got is we have a few things on here, and the so first up we've got the Under Pressure Raw Mix, a remix of Under Pressure. These are Days of Lives, we've got Prince of the Universe, Barcelona with Freddie Mercury, Monster Bay, Too Much Love Will Kill You, Somebody to Love with Georgia Michael singing, the Freddie Mercury Tribute Concert 992, Great Pretender, Freddie Mercury, Heaven for Everybody, Queen, Last Proudest Day and More, The Words of Love by Queen, Let Me Live by Queen, Living on My Own, which is a remix version that came out in 1993, done by Freddie Mercury, You Don't Feel Me by Queen, Driven by You by Brian May, No One But You, Only the Good Die Young, Queen, and The Show Must Go On by Queen, and Elton John singing in 1997. So it is not the best version of all, and it's not the best Queen compilation, and it's a bit of a slimmed down version because it's missing 2 songs, which is the remix of Another One by Us with Wycliffe Jean and Thank God It's Christmas. However, I think, did they release it on DVD? No, I don't know. I'm not too sure. But this came out in 1999. Cover art's alright. It's a bit not the best by any means. It's released by Power Film this time, so not the best. But it's okay. And then finally we have got another one, and this is Meatloaf Hits Out of Hell. Now I've got the vinyl version of this as well, and this is the VHS version. And it's released on the SMS Enterprises. This came out in originally came out in 84, but this is the 89. This was released in 1989. Obviously, you got the famous hits on here as well. I'll go through them now. Bat Out of Hell, Read 'Em and Weep, 2 out of 3 Ain't Bad, Dang Ringer for Love, I'm Going to Love Her for Both of Us, If You Really Want To, You Took the Words Out of My Mouth, Razor's Edge, and Paradise by the Dashboard Light. Quite good actually, I've never seen it though. And nice font there. God, fantastic. Anyway, so that's my VHS bundle that I've kept for many years. Okay, and bye.